Oh, this video, I just think as I was driving along, I was just thinking, like, it's actually. Right, let's get my stream going, yeah?
Yeah, just going onto it now. Channel that one there.
And we on?
18.
Rapid pixels of AC. Round. Oh, yeah, I didn't stream last one, did I? 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17, yeah, 18, yeah.
So there we
Last one,
go.
did
Live
I?
chat's on. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to Rapid Pixel Racing Round 18. We are in Belgium today for the historic Spa track. I'm your host DXT Neva, and with me, as always, is DXT Hobo. How are you?
I'm good, man, I'm good. Hello, all you people at home. How are you, Alex?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. A bit tired, but all right.
It's been a long week, I think. Long week.
Yeah. I can't remember. I'm trying to think. Well, obviously Olivia didn't sleep very well over the weekend, and it's just constantly just going to work early fucking days, isn't it? So it's rubbish.
I've had the fucking back-to-back events for Thursday and Sunday. Fucking, yeah, it's just massive toothache.
Yeah.
Twice, that really hurt. Mr. Cole's out on track.
Joy Quali rain at end of the race from Rob. Thank you, Rob, and hello. Hello,
Rob.
Mrs. Moyland.
Mrs. Moyland, sorry.
I'm gonna get your. I'm trying to do, I think, video ideas to do with your T-shirt, Miss Carl. I think I've got one now. I think I've got an idea. Happy potentially last commentary. What is it? Thank you, Moyland.
Fuck me, isn't it?
It is. It is.
No! For the last time.
Well, I don't. It won't. It definitely won't be the complete last time. Like the odd Monday, if I'm off and I'm free and I feel like doing it, I will pop on and do it. But officially, I guess yes, it is. So I need a good race, and that's it. Really, that's all I ask for. just give us a good race.
Well, no, I had Cons messaging me. I think he was hinting at an invite, but I've got to wait and see, really. Maybe I'll post to Rob about that. So, Mrs. Carl, hopefully, I keep saying, do you know what? Ever since they're sharing gamer tags, or PSNs now, I keep saying Mrs. Carl.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It's just how it is now.
Yeah. Is Carl there on Mrs. Carl's account, as you can clearly see?
So, let's jump on board with Mr. Carl. On his fly lap now, on the run down to La Source. Coming through there, drops it to second, on the power nice and steady, short shift up to third. And here we go now, on the run to Eau Rouge. How's he going to take it? Does he lift? He does lift off through Radion.
Got a lift through Radion.
Not too badly done actually by Mr. Carl. Down the Kemmel Straight. This is the prime overtaking place on this track. Through into Lecombe, stays away from that right hand curb. Very, very well done, because that thing is literally just death waiting to happen.
Yeah. DNF twice there.
Yeah, that's it. And then here we go through turn 10. On the rev limiter, onto third, coming through No Name right now. Here we go, Johnny gets out the way.
Curb there as well, because you definitely getting relation to go over that.
And here we go into Puhon, probably my favourite named corner. Not just for the corner, but Puhon, just a cool name. And then here we go, turn 13. And then into Campus.
Another spin zone here as well, be very careful, but he's done that quite nicely actually.
There we go, turn 15 before he gets into Stavalo here. This long sweeping right-hander, which you can. That barrier is so deceiving, like it's so close to the edge.
It used to be flat, that corner.
Yeah.
It's not flat anymore.
Yeah, it's mental. And then here we go now, coming through Blanchimont.
No lift.
No, nah, you don't need to lift there. Not in dry conditions.
Yeah, we did it in wet, so it's very difficult.
Yeah, in wet you do. In wet you do.
Around the old bus stop.
Yeah, through the bus stop and across the line to set a 1:46.6. Not actually, but I'm expecting to see a 1:44. I think from some of the big boys. So where's Johnny? Johnny's actually coming through the bus stop now, so we'll go. We'll do a lap with Johnny.
Where is Johnny? Yeah, Johnny Stokes, isn't it? Starting it. I'm just going to keep an eye on Rob because he's the only one behind. As he's
Yeah.
in deep into 2 right now.
So we go. You keep an eye on Rob, and I'll keep an eye on Johnny as he's just come through the source now.
Whoa, Rob's gone. Rob's spun.
Oh.
Rob's spun.
Bye, Rob.
Lucky enough. He told you, it's that same corner. You got to be careful of that curb. We warned you.
Was it the right-hander in the Coombs? No, it wasn't, was it?
Further down.
Looks like it's at Campus.
Yeah, I think it's Campus.
Turn 14. Turn 14.
Oh,
So here we go now down the Kemble Straight for Johnny into the Coombs.
Got more with Chubb as he's coming down the back straight now, or the back not so straight.
Okay.
I'll stop for Chubb.
Turn 10 there for Johnny. And here we go down through No Name. Oh, that was wide and he's invalidated. Yeah.
3.4.
So Chubb 143.5. Yeah. Well, wow. In fact, I was okay.
You were really wrong.
I was expecting a 144, but I was obviously really wrong. Now I'm expecting a 142. It's either that or Chubb has been practicing all week because he's not had the best of luck in the last few races.
How are you doing, pal? Welcome to the stream.
Oh, okay. You got on board with Johnny through the source, but he's gone really, really wide, but hangs it out there, so he doesn't invalidate, but it's going to compromise his lap as he's on the run down now to Eau Rouge.
Did he invalidate yet?
Radion. Oh, yeah, Johnny invalidated.
Oh, okay, we'll just see what Johnny does now. Actually, if it goes 145.7. Wow, that's very close.
Yeah,
put it on
that's it.
Normal car performance. Let's have a look who else we got. Fit down. Scotty's the one actually. Johnny Stokes.
I'm on board with Scotty right now. He's just coming through turn 10 before he goes this left-hand No Name.
Clutch faces is coming out of his out lap, so he could be starting his lap very shortly as well.
There we go for Scotty. Going around Puhon now. Keeps it relatively out wide there, doesn't come back in. And now he's coming up to turn 13. And then full Campus here. And then round turn 15. And here we go, Stavalo, the one with the dodgy barrier. You go too wide, it's going to hit you.
Do you think it's safe to say Boylan has won this league?
I was literally about to say this. So I was looking at the points earlier on now. I think the points difference was 160, yeah, 116 points, right? And there's about, if you don't take into account fastest lap, there's I think after this race there's 125 left. So he could potentially, if Johnny needs to come like 4th, I think. It's pretty much unless Moylan DNFs in the next races and Johnny wins every single race, it's Moylan's championship.
Let's have a look. How many races we actually got left? So Mexico, Canada. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a possible 6th one. I think you're still doing that, Rob.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi. Well, in actual order. After this one, Mexico, Canada, Brazil, USA, Abu Dhabi, and then TBC. There's 5, maybe 6 potential races left.
Yeah, so there's still technically 6. Okay, so
Johnny's gone round. You have to move that quickly because you're gonna move quick because you're gonna get DNF or disqualification.
Oh yeah, blocking the pit lane. I'm just coming on board now with McDutch Races. He's coming down into bus stop. Here he comes. And what's it gonna be now? 143.7, so decent lap time there from McDutch Face. So Johnny Stokes on 143.3. Let's quickly run down the through the standings. It's got, well, everyone was like, "Oh, you're so quiet." When I try and have it normally placed, so it is quite close to my gullet. So let's have a little look. See now. I'll be on.
I'll work out how many points is needed as well. But
you do that, and I'll yeah don't do it with fast lap because I mean we're talking that's like maybe 6 points. So here we go. The driver standings as they are. We've got Moyland currently leading the way in 331 points. Second place we've got Johnny Stokes on 215. We've got Avi in third on 188. Fourth place we've got Scotty here on 137. Fifth place we've got James Owl on 111. Obviously James Owl won't be here for the next 3 or 4 races because he's currently in Poland. Sixth place we've got Chubb on 108. Seventh place McDutchface on 106. Erez is in 8th on 105. Ninth place we've got Alex on 94, who I think is actually here now. His wheels fixed itself majestically. So let's quickly go on to Alex for the final sector of the race. 10th place we've got Evan on a 42. Joint 11th we've got El Stefano and Wumax on 35. And then 13th place we've got Speedy on 34. 14th place we've got Al Jadifa on 19. Joint 15th we've got Lulu, Hudsojo and GGC all on 7 points. 18th place we've got Rob on 4. 19th place we've got Carl on 1. And 20th we've got Booker on 0. Booker who can't make it tonight. And then if we jump to the constructors, we've got the McLaren of Moyland and El Stefano currently in the lead on 366. That one could be a 1, which it's a close one anyway. Alright, so we got McLaren, Moylan, El Stefano 366. Second place, Ferrari of Johnny Stokes and Chubb on 323. And third place, Red Bull of Scotty and Alex on 304. That is a close one, obviously, because you get 2 lots of points. So that's still up in the air. That will be decided probably going into the second to last-ish race, I would have thought. Fourth place we've got Aston Martin of Avi and Erez on 293. Fifth place we've got the AlphaTauri of McDutchface and James Owl on 244. Sixth place we've got the Mercedes of Evan and Wumax on 131. Seventh place we've got the Alfa Romeo of Speedy and GGC on 38. Eighth place we've got the Haas of Carl and Al Jadifa on 20. Ninth place we've got the Williams of Rob and Lulu on 15. And 10th we've got the Alpine of Hudsojo and Booker on 13. So that's the drivers and constructors going on. Okay, we'll do that. So there we go. So that was Alex 144.1. So 6 minutes left of this Q1 session. There's only one person that's going to miss out, so that's going to be interesting. El Stefano's on his out lap, actually just about to start his hot lap. So let's go do a lap with El Stefano, Moylan's teammate. So let's see what else Stefano can do as he's coming down the Kemmel Straight. Into Les Coombs. Oh, and he spun it! Oh, okay, but he keeps it out of all the wall. It's going to ruin his lap time. However, he lives to fight another day. So that's that ruin. So we'll go on board with Wumax now. He's just come through La Source to start his flying lap. On the run down to Eau Rouge. So there we go, Eau Rouge and then Radion here. Now down into the Kemmel Straight. You there, Hobo?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out these points.
Oh, okay.
Because it's difficult because I don't know if there's actually 6 or 7 with a TBC race. I'm going to go by 6.
It's 6 in it. There should be 5. Well, there's 7 including this one.
Yeah, so I'm going to say 6 including this one.
Do it for 7. You might as well do it for 7. You can do it for both because you can just take 25 points off.
Yeah, true.
So through 9 now for Wumax. On the run down to Puhon. Here he comes round there. Oh, rear wheel getting just a bit over the curb there, but still not too bad. Now he's on the run down to turn 13 and Campus. And then we go to turn 15 here. Not looking too shabby for Wumax as he comes through Stavolo. And here we go now on the run down to Blanchimont. Round Blanchimont there. And then turn 18. And then we've got the infamous bus stop chicane coming up for Wumax. How is he going to navigate this? Nicely done there from Wumax. What time? I reckon it's going to be about a 1:44. 1:45.1. So it gets him into 10th.
7 races.
Yeah.
There's 175 points up for grabs.
Including this was 7. Okay.
7. With fastest laps, 182 points.
Okay.
So it's not going to be settled in this race.
It's not settled now, but it's a tall ask for Johnny.
It is a
It would mean Moyland would not have to score like any points. for the next 7 races. Like,
There's a gap of 116 points.
yeah.
So he would have to get back in front. No, with just race wins. Let's have a look. So I'll work that out quickly. So it's 1, 2.
So Max just retired on the track. He has. It's not ideal.
Okay, it's yours.
So Moylan there on a 1:43.1. So that's him safely through. Johnny's just retired in the pit lane. Feels he's safe. I tend to agree. At the moment, the person who could come a cropper is El Stefano. Needs to beat the 1:46.1 of Hudsojo. Hudsojo stayed in the pits, not looking to improve, accepting his fate either way. What can El Stefano do? Needs to get this 1:46.1 in at the very least. Obviously, he spun on his first lap. So he's just around Blanchimont, round turn 18 now, coming down to the bus stop chicane. What's he going to do now, El Stefano? Through the bus stop now. On the accelerator, I reckon it's going to be it's going to be close, I reckon. A 1:45.3, not close at all, up to 13th. So there we go, nicely done by El Stefano. That now puts Hudsojo out of quali. Oh, he's managed to make it out actually. He's just come out the pit lane, so that is enough time. So now it's Rob, who's perilously teetering on the edge of elimination in Q1. Let's jump on board with him as he's coming through Pujon. What can Rob do? Needs to be looking to improve. I'll try and check the sector times as it's coming up to the end, as he's coming up now to turn 13.
Yeah, so
through campus.
So to get back in the running, Moylan will have to not score a point for 5 races, and then Johnny will have to win all the races and he'll get 125 points.
Yeah.
That means he'll take the lead.
It's a tough ask, isn't it?
It's a big ask.
Don't get me wrong, it's doable. Of someone of Johnny's calibre, but it means Moylan crashing out every single race.
Yeah, at the moment there's too many points in the tank.
So here we go now, Rob. Oh, that's a slow bus stop. It wasn't overly confident there on the brakes, so that 1:45.5, I don't think he's going to improve right now. He doesn't. It's a 1:46.0, so half a second slower on that lap time. We've got Mr. Carl on his outlap. We've got Hudsojo on their outlap. They're both in a similar part of the track and the final sector. Rob has spun it going through La Source, so that's no coming back for Rob now. I don't think he's going to get round in time either. If this sector thing would go away, I'll be able to see the time left of the session. I don't think he's got enough time in him. So here we go. Mr. Carl about to start his flying lap now. Didn't look like he got the best exit from the bus stop chicane there, but here he comes now down into La Source. That's running pretty wide, but it's quite a forgiving corner. It does run off relatively wide, so he might be able to get a slightly better run down into Eau Rouge and Radion. So let's see what Mr. Carl can do. Here we go, through Eau Rouge. Full beans, no lift in there, through Radion. Got some balls on him, this guy. And now down the Kemmel Straight. Full chat, maxed out, 8th gear into Lecombs. Stays off that curb again, needs to be done. And now round turn 9. On the run down to, well, this one does have a name. It's called Brussels or something, or Bruxelles. I don't want to butcher it, so we'll just call it turn 10. And here we go into no name. And then down into my favourite name corner, Pujon. What's Carl got in him? Let's check the sector times as he's going to come into sector 3. See if he's up or down on his time. Rides a curb there on turn 13 through campus now. Before he hits turn 15. Still not hit the final sector yet. That should be coming up in a second. Oh, he's 2 temps up. 2.5 temps up even. So he's just come around Stavelot on the run down now to Blanchimont. So here we go. Blanchimont right now before turn 18. You get this slightly tighter left hand kink. And now he's on the run down to turn 19, or also known as the bus stop. How's he going to navigate this? This could make or break him. Well, there's still Rob actually, but I don't think he's retired now. So ends up being slightly down on his time, and Hudsojo a 1:45.4. So does improve there and just knocks Rob out in Q1. So that's unfortunate for Rob, spinning through La Source, and that has cost him ultimately a place in Q2.
That is very, very close for Rob.
It is close at the back.
You shouldn't ask someone stupid to do maths. There you go. So to run down the guys we're saying goodbye to, it is Rob. Rob. Just Rob. Just Rob.
And the only person not good enough to make it through to Q2 today, Rob. Just Rob.
Oh shit, something's happened. There could be a match abandonment at Arsenal.
Why? What's happened?
Players has collapsed.
Oh no, who was it?
I don't know.
Fucking some steward you are. Go help him.
Oh. Sorry. Elsa what? Hey, okay. Oh, head clash.
Ooh.
He's passed out.
Concussion. Substitution, please.
Yeah, head clash and he passed out. Fuck that. That is nasty.
Savage.
That is the worst thing about football. Oh, VR, check if it's a fucking foul. Mate, check if it's alive first, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it. It's like
Christ.
VAR, let's check. While he's laying on the floor.
For it.
Oh gosh.
You actually did give him a card for it. Fuck you know, make sure the dickhead's alright.
Make sure the pricks are alive then. Come on, boys.
Yeah, then go back.
That's it. Rob, love the enthusiasm. Cheers, Rob, mate. You know I'm your #1 fan, mate. Always support ya. It's Rob.
He's definitely my #1 fan. He's always fucking in it. He's always out of Q. He's out of Q1.
Yeah, he shows up for the stream. He races just to have something to do, but he turns up for our stream, mate.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't blame him, to be honest. He can't fault listening to two award-winning drivers, award-winning commentators. No, he's up now. He's okay. Hopefully, it's a Newcastle player. I can't see who it is because everyone's surrounded at the minute.
Hobo.
Evo.
Are you aware of the Revel guessing game?
I am not.
So, it's where someone eats a Revel and you got to guess what Revel's in their mouth. Would you like to partake?
I got it. But
I'll try it.
I don't eat Rebel, so I need to look at the flavours.
Did you hear that?
Sounds like one of the Crunch Air Pocket ones.
The Maltesers?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it in one. He's absolutely nailed it. Basically, you've got toffee, you've got coffee, you've got orange, you've got normal chocolate, you've got chocolate, and then you've got Maltesers. I think that's it. Coffee. Oh, so you got coffee, raisin, orange, chocolate. Yeah, toffee, and then Maltesers.
I don't do bad considering.
It's usually when you can hear it. Try hearing this one. I don't know if you can hear that.
Toffee, I think.
Raisin.
Sounds like a bit of a softer one.
It was. Raisin.
It was probably raisin.
It was raisin. Well done.
Oh, that helped. Content orange. Sinclair. SHARC.
Share.
Share's the one that fell over.
Oh, okay. So here we go. Johnny Stokes now on the medium tyres. Looking to set his, well, hopefully enough of a quick enough lap time to get himself in Q2 to start on the mediums. On the run down now to the Coombs.
Last week was eating Rebels.
And now through turn 9. Oh, that's brutal. I just sent you £15 for our feet pics, mate. It's ridiculous.
Who was that told? Was you there for that story?
What?
I think it was Craig's missus or something. I think it was Craig. Sorry if it's not Craig. But apparently she went to like a petrol station and some guy went, "Oh, you're lovely feet. Can I have a photo?" And like she laughed and went in. And then when he come out, he went, no, I'm serious. I'll give you money for a photo of your feet.
I remember this story.
Yeah. Craig. I mean, it's not Craig, I really apologise. But yeah, Craig.
It was definitely one of our parties when we were playing like Gran Turismo or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think on FIFA or some shit.
Yeah, it might be FIFA. Mate, to be fair, I'll be 100 quid. You know what I mean?
Mate, definitely.
It's a picture of a foot. Who cares if a feet pic gets leaked? It's like, oh yeah, well done, I got feet. Like, I can understand if it was, you know, some like special area, but feet, sack it, mate. So here we go now. Johnny Stokes on the run down on his medium tyres, and he sets a 1:44.4. Good lap time. Good lap time on the medium tyres there. 1:44.4 there for Johnny. Let's see where Moylan's just started his lap now, just coming through the source. Now he's on the run down to Eau Rouge. People are telling you to turn your mic up, Hobo. By people, I mean Rob.
Oh, is that better?
Whoa!
I don't know. Is it better?
Jeez, yes, it's like you're in my head.
Hey.
Wee. Oh, look at the slipstream from the McLaren boys. El Stefano giving Moylan a slipstream, runs out of the way for Lecoombs. Oh! Johnny's lost it. Almost gets in the way of Moylan, but he doesn't quite. So now, here they come. Down into turn 10 now for Moylan. After getting a lovely slipstream from El Stefano. Through No Name. What's this going to be? On the medium set of tyres. He wants this to be a good one. It's going to be good if he keeps this going. Now into Pujon for Moylan. Nice inside line. Runs wide. Oh, doesn't invalidate. Lets off, but it gets back on the power early. Still keeps a drive. Probably lost maybe a tenth or two. Possibly. Well, I reckon he gained all of that back from that slipstream alone. And now he's just coming through Campus now on the run down to turn 15. This little right-hander. Trickier than it looks. And now through Stavolo. Don't want to go too wide or that barrier is going to slap you in the head. And now he's on the run down to Blanchimont. Here we go. Before we get this slightly tighter left-hand turn of turn 18. And now he's on the run down to the bus stop chicane here. Moylan, what's he going to set on these medium tyres? After that beautiful slipstream from El Stefano. Oh, he's almost lost it through the bus stop. Gets the back end out, you dirty, naughty little boy. And it's a 1:44.2. So, okay, that's probably going to be fine. Potential there. That was going to be a 1:43.8 or 9, I reckon. He definitely lost a couple of attempts in that whole lap as a whole. Through Pujon and that little rear ender coming through the bus stop. But good enough lap time, I reckon, for that to see him through on the medium tyres from Moylan. Evans on a 1:44.5 on the softs. Mr. Kyle 1:45.7 on the softs. Womax 1:46.2 on the mediums. El Stefano, I don't think he's done a proper lap really. We've done 1:46.2, so he done the first lap and then slipstreamed Moylan. So McDutch Face on a 1:46.2 on those soft tyres. Who else we got out? Hud Sojo just coming down the Kemmel straight. Scotty Harris on the mediums. We'll do Hud Sojo because Scotty's behind him anyway.
Oh my god. Who else we got? So Evans thinks he's done enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Scott.
1:44.5 on those medium tyres from Evan. That's enough, I reckon. I reckon the cut-off point's going to be a. Well, it depends if people get back on the softs, but some of these medium times are quicker than the other people's soft times. Oh, that's an invalidation there from Hud Sojo. So we'll switch back on to Scotty. I reckon you're going to need a 1:45 point. I'm gonna go with it's top 10 though, isn't it? I reckon you're gonna need a 1:45.2. I think Carl's kind of in the ballpark to what I think might be safe. Scotty's invalidated. Alex is on outlap, but he's only halfway through. Al Jadifa's actually, he's invalidated. Erez invalidated. Chubb is on his outlap, but he's coming through the bus stop, so we'll go on board with Chubb here. Let's see what Chubb's got on these medium set of tyres. Coming out the bus stop. Gets on the accelerator to start his fast lap now. Let's see what Chubb can do. On the round to turn 1, La Source. Here he comes, navigated that really nice. He knows down this little mini straight before he gets to Eau Rouge.
Newcastle was 1-0 up.
Hey, screw Arsenal. Through Radion there. Now down onto the Kemmel straight. Any predictions, everyone in the chat, for top 5? We'll go top 5. It's always close here. Into Lacombe's now for I thought he was about to lose it there. Touch that inside curve with Lacombe's, but that is a bit of a doozy, that one. So he navigated that beautifully. Took a nice line. Now down into turn 10. And we got a bit of a little tag and slapper going on there. Slightly too early on the power, and he's invalidated. So Chubb there, may as well just back off, recharge, and go again. Hopefully he's got enough fuel for another lap. Have we got anyone else going around? Scotty's probably going around again. Scotty's fueled this for a few laps, this one.
He normally does, to be honest. It's a bit of a long track this, so you don't want to really make a mistake and then just...
Yeah, but
forced.
you also don't want to put too many laps on the tyres.
Very true.
We've got Rob saying Moylan, Johnny, Avi, Chubb and Evan for the top 5. That's quite a... that's quite a good shout, to be completely honest with him. That is a good shout. What do you reckon, Obo?
Here we go. So we read out Con's one. 1 second. Have a look. So Con said Moylan, Johnny, Evan, Chubb, Carl.
Hey, Carl getting a mention.
Is this in the race or in the quali?
He just knows Carl's full potential.
No, I mean like, this guess, is it for the race?
For the quali.
Oh, for quali. Okay, so Moylan's. I reckon Moylan first.
144.8 from Scotty. So
Avi second.
Yeah.
As Moylan first, Avi second, Johnny third. I'll say Scotty fourth, Evan fifth.
Okay. I'm going.
No, they were his. That was his race guesses.
That was his race guesses. Okay, but that's not why I asked Cons. Jeez. Jeez. My quali guesses, I'm going to go for Moyland, Johnny, Avi, Evan and Chubb. That's what I'm going to go for. But it's so close, I could see like Alex and Scotty and McDutchface creeping in there at some point as well. It's hard to pick a top 5. If Carl gets in the top 5, he'll get an extra special treat.
Oh.
If that's not motivation enough, Carl.
Yeah, if you don't get it, you just don't want it. And
That's it, you don't want it enough.
you have to ask the question why you don't want it.
That's it.
Moylan, Avi, Johnny, Dutchface, Evan.
You just see Carl's car flying in the air, doing a sub-minute lap time. So Carl on the 145.7. He's on the mediums. I mean, he set his lap on softs, so I don't quite know why he's gone out of mediums unless my thing was bugged. Fastest lap, leader. No, telling me. Well, hang on a second. Fastest lap, tyre, best. Yeah, best is the softs. How'd you do for 145.3 on those medium tyres? So, yeah, so we're looking at it. 145.7 is okay for Carl now, but we've still got Chubb, GGC, McDutchface, Hudsojo, Erez. Erez has been on quite good form as well this whole season. Na, your shit. Moyland, I think if you took everybody out for the sake of Carl, I think Miss Moyland would appreciate that. Yeah, that's it.
I was you the special treat instead.
That's it. This is when you find out the special treat is just like a box of celebrations. I would still take that, I'm not gonna lie. She just whips out like a miniature Snickers.
Moylan gets to watch special treat.
You're disgusting, though, boy.
Well, actually, no. Actually, that's the way things are going. Carl gets to watch Moylan get a special treat.
Oh, Chubb! Oh, he's lost the rear end coming through, throwing him through the source. Doesn't spin it, but he's lost a lot of time there. Going through Eau Rouge and Radion now. We're going to need to see something special from Chubb. He's running out of time. This is going to be his... Well, he'll get one more attempt after this if he's got the fuel. Hopefully he banked on it.
It's getting
Let's
really
see.
dark today. I wonder if it's going to be raining in the quality.
Oh, Womack sets at 145.6 and has now decided that that might be enough for him, but I don't think that's enough. I thought I said that.
Oh, Jojo's out.
Oh,
Jojo's out.
Jojo. Where was
Big
that
crash.
around?
End of the Tree.
I see. Yeah, through Lacoombs. I see his car there. Now, did he get on that right-hand curb? Errors of the 143.8 on those soft tyres. Just getting through there, so that's knocked Kyle down now into 12th.
That's a big shame for him, actually. Got
So
Chubb now on the mediums.
yeah, that's it. Just coming through campus on around to turn 15.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So Stavolo now. El Stefano on the 145.0. I did say a 145.2 might be enough, but looking at this now, we're going to need to see a 1. I mean, the 145.0 might be alright, but Chubb's coming round now, and I reckon he's going to be setting that 144 something. He's back. Oh, that was a slow bus stop there. I think he's. I think he's going again. I don't think this is going to be enough. It's not enough. So 145.8. Does he have enough fuel to go round again? No, he doesn't.
That was a cautious bus stop.
He doesn't. That was a really slow LaSource there.
The sauce is too saucy.
So El Stefano. There's still Carl as well. Whereabouts is Carl? Carl's actually coming up to the bus stop now, but he's slightly up, slightly down in his time. 144, 145. It's not enough. 1/10 down. He finished. So 13th place is the best Carl can do. What can Chubb do? Chubb's over a second down. Chubb's out. Chubb's out in Q2.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to make it around, is he?
Dara's joined.
Oh, course he has. Better late than never.
Chubb's invalidated. Chubb is out in Q2. And that has blown all of our qualifying predictions out the window.
I didn't say Chubb.
You did.
I didn't say Chubb.
No, you did.
I didn't. I said
no, we're not having this.
Boylan's, Avi, Johnny Stokes, Scotty, Evan.
Listen, what I say goes.
Watch it back.
What I say goes. I know you didn't say Chubb, but what I say goes, and you did say Chubb, so screw you.
You're just jealous, man.
Chubb, every time I bank on Chubb, mate, he lets me down.
That's why I bank on Chubb, mate.
Nah, but I just support the guy, man, but every time, man, look, just... He'll be fuming. He'll be raging. So, I think we've pretty much... Well, we do have our top 10 there. So, the people going through to Q3, the top 10 shootout are Erez, Moyland, McDutchface, Avi, GGC, Johnny Stokes, Evan, Alex, Scotty, and El Stefano creeping in there. Beautiful from El Stefano.
That was good from El Stefano to creep in.
And then we have what I just read out to you confirmed again on the secondary screen. So missing out, we've got Al Jadifa, Wumax. Wumax I'm slightly surprised by, but when he retired on that 145.6, I was like, oh. I mean, I wasn't too far off. I said a 145.2 to be the calf, and it was a 145.0. And a 145.2 would have been enough as well. So yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. Mr. Carl, Chubb, and Hudsojo. Obviously, Hudsojo crashing out there. Alex, yeah, decent return, mate. I bet you've on the slide been practicing. Your wheel's not been broken. You've just been putting in the laps.
Oh, yeah,
so the only people there in the top 10 that have qualified on the soft tyres were El Stefano, GGC, and Erez. So they'll be starting on the softs. So
it'll be a good strat, but it depends when this rain's coming.
Well, apparently the rain's coming at the end of the race, so it depends if you're going to try and push those mediums that far. Like, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Softs might be a good strategy because it depends. The softs last about, I think it's 7 laps because the track's so long. I don't think it's many laps.
No, it's not. But if the rain's coming at the end and you pit in for mediums, you're a stop down. I reckon there's going to be a safety car or two though. So I'm going to go for 2 safety cars. So we'll see. It depends on I could see there being 3 safety cars if the rain comes out towards the end. But like not right at the end where there's not enough laps to get a safety car in. If it's raining with about 10 laps to go, I could see a safety car. I do think a couple of people are going to come a cropper in this.
interesting to watch this race. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like you're brand new. I try to tell you what to do. I try to play it cool. Baby, I'm playing by your rules. Everything look better with a few.
Unsafe release from Johnny Stokes there. Not having that. Completely cutting up Moyland.
Arsenal players are dropping like flies, Lexi said. One's bleeding to the head. And one's been a little pussy.
Rob, I'm going to predict your race finish.
Last.
No, Rob's getting top 10.
Oh, boo. Last.
Or Mrs. Carl's throwing shade at you, mate.
At me?
Yeah, you. Well, not me, yeah.
The fuck? What'd you say? What happened to me on Friday night? I went for a bold strategy, putting on the mediums when it was raining, and it didn't work.
Well, that's just a bit stupid.
No, what it was, we had a safety car, and the rain had stopped. So I was in fifth. Fifth. And then basically we all dived into the pits to put on mediums, and I just lost it going up to is it Camel? Not Camel. Ed the Camel.
Eh?
What's the end of the Camel straight called?
Lacoombs.
Lacoombs, yeah, I lost it there.
Ah, okay.
Hit the wall at 2 miles an hour, and the wheel just went boing.
Oh, mate, that's literally all my questions in Formula 1. That's the one thing that does my head in the most about this game. Like, I'll crash at like 10 miles an hour, and my car disintegrates, and I watch people slam into a barrier, constantly spin around about 25 times, and just drive off with like no damage.
Yeah, I was fucking fuming.
Highway was very bold. If it worked well, he'd have been well in the points. He meant bold.
Oh, bold. Where did Moylan actually finish? How did that strategy actually pan out? 'Cause I was so pissed off I left.
I can't remember what race. Moylan came. Where did Moylan come? Second? Third? I don't actually remember. I was watching it.
You watched the race?
Well, I watched your stream. And then I watched Rob's afterwards. Right, are we talking about in your tier 2 or
What's
RPR?
That?
We were talking about RPR or yours?
RPR, yeah, RPR.
Oh, no, I did watch that because Rob was streaming it.
Yeah.
Second, yeah, it was second. There we go.
It worked out for him then.
Yeah.
They can't really. My strategy would have worked out.
Well, I mean, would it?
Well, it would have done.
Would it?
Would it?
So we don't need the tyres out here now. Moyland has backed right off because he invalidated. So he's the farthest around. I think that's an Avi. So let's see what Avi can do now. Coming through turn 13. And now in through to Campus. And then turn 15 here. And then into Stavalo. Don't forget, mind the barrier. Someone's hitting that barrier, mate. If it rains, someone's going in that barrier. I'm calling it right now. So on the run down now to Blanchimont. And turn
I overdosed, apparently.
Johnny Stokes with 1:43.0. Oh, that's a good time from Johnny. Really nice time from Johnny.
Where is Avi?
And what's Avi going to do? It's going to be a 1:43.2. So another good time there from Avi.
No.
That guy Alex 1:43.7. Scotty's invalidated. Moyland obviously invalidated earlier on. McDudface coming in the pits invalidated. Erez now on his outlap. So everyone else on our outlap here.
Did you see? Invalidated it.
Yeah, a lot of invalidations going on.
The thing is, this track, right, it annoys me because the racing lines, or what constitutes being invalidation, is still fucking part of the track. It's very frustrating. It will deem silly things as, you know, cutting the corner when actually it's part of the track.
Yeah,
like,
but
for example, the curve there.
Oh, Scotty, you can't touch that curb and run Luke Coombs, my friend.
No damage though. He's got very lucky.
Yeah, no, he kind of spun out going through to the left-hander. He got on that curb and the back end, he corrected it and it just gripped the other way. And he's got Moylan right behind him too.
And the McLaren did the old slipstream tactic.
Of course they did.
So
The
on board
sneaky
with
little
McLaren
devils.
now. On board with Moylan now. So what my point is, so round this corner coming up now.
Yeah, no.
You're meant to ride this curb on the exit. You're meant to ride that, hitting while it's green.
Yeah.
You can't do that in this game. You get invalidation. There's another corner like that where you get to ride it, like that. That should be exactly how it should be done. But yeah, it's not that corner.
Yeah, they're too. They just haven't got them. They haven't got the track
That's
limitations
another one where you
perfect.
can run wide, and also this one here. You're meant to
Oh.
be able to run really wide around there.
Yeah, runs it there. Actually gets away with it because he stayed out there now. Through Stavalo on the run down now to Blanchimont from Moyland.
Blanchimont.
Here we go, through Blanchimont, now down through to turn 18. And coming up to the bus stop chicane. What sort of lap time is Moylan going to set now?
I reckon
Second lap running. Got the slipstream going. If he doesn't beat Johnny, then he's terrible. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be close. And it is a 1:43.2. Now 1:43.286. That currently puts him third behind Avi and behind Johnny. Alex in fourth and a 1:43.7, who pulls well out of the way. It's GGC 1:45.0. Scotty's in the pits. McDuckface in the pits. Erez actually just coming through turn 18 now, so we'll be able to see what Erez can do. Erez obviously been very, very quick this season as well.
Yeah,
Had some really good results. Let's see what sort of time he could possibly set through here. I reckon it's going to be a 1:43.6. 1:43.9. Okay, close enough. I guess
See,
it's not
Erez
bad.
had a strange season. He started off really well. He's had a bit of a wobbly middle, and now he's finishing quite strong at the end.
I always feel like Erez's qualifying's been solid, and he's had some really good races, and he's had some races where he just slipped off a bit. But sometimes that's no fault of his own. Safety cars obviously screws a lot of people, but also helps a lot of people, and you're on either one end or the other.
And also, I think what doesn't help is that the fact that Avi and Erez are fairly similarly paced. So on a safety car situation, when they're like one behind the other, one always gets screwed. And GTC has validated his lap because
there has been quite a few times where they've been like one in front of the other, and yeah, when it comes to that situation, it just screws one of them. It will screw one of them, and either way it happens. You have a double stack and lose like a lot of time, or you go around for another lap, and you know it doesn't always pay off. You lose time anyway. I always used to like finding out like what kind of lap my teammate was going to pit, and then it's tough because like whoever I'm a teammate with, most of the time I will be in a party with them. So if they're going, I'm going to do this, and they're the number one driver in a sense, I'll just be like, okay, well you do your thing, and I'll like pit in a lap early or stay out an extra lap longer.
We used to have a discussion, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was the same with me and Jake too. Like, for me and you, there was a time where you pitted in a lap early, I went longer, held people up, so when you pitted, like, there was one time, it made it easier, and it usually helped you out, and there's a similar thing with me and Jake. I remember one race, I can't remember what track it was, me and Jake were going, and then I stayed out, held people up for like, I was going to come in like the next lap, but I was holding people up, they couldn't get past me, and then it gave Jake, like, quite a good few seconds up the road before I pitted in. Like, I like doing that, it's fun.
It is fun being a dickhead.
Yeah. Done it for 30 years now, mate. Oh, well, look, I'm on the waiting list, aren't I?
Waiting list for what?
To get a seat.
Hey, what?
I said in the chat earlier on, to Moylan, to put him on the waiting list.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What, for tier 2?
No, just on the waiting list for fucking anything, I don't give a shit.
Wait, you want to be full time again?
I don't know. I might race and see if I like it.
On the game or new game or this game?
This game. Whenever a seat opens up.
Oh fuck, this is news to me.
Well, if you actually read Discord, if you read your phone and replied, maybe
Mate,
you would see it.
I've been at work.
I was at work. I was at work.
Yeah, mate, you literally, you at work, you're like sitting there with an empty shop sometimes.
In all fairness, I spend more time on my phone than I do working. Like, it's quite quiet. I'm more active on Discord during the day when I'm at work than I am when I'm actually at home. At home, I barely look at my phone. I don't even look at my phone.
That's a fucking joke.
No, I'm deadly serious. If I had a proper laptop, I could get so much work done in terms of leagues at work.
Buy a laptop. Well, you can't anymore, I suppose.
No, I can, because I'll be sitting in a hotel, won't I, in the evenings?
Buy a laptop with all your monies you're going to be earning. And then you can fucking be working on Discord.
Yeah, well, I could be more active.
Right,
I don't know if I want to do that.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5th on the list.
Okay.
Mate, if I'd have known you would have come back, we had a fucking seat in Tier 1 going.
I know.
You could go into Tier 1.
No, I don't mind. I don't want to skip the queue. I'm perfectly happy being in the waiting list.
Apparently, the guy we put in Mercedes is rapid. So.
Oh yeah, Con said something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Was that for Tier 2 or for Tier 1?
He's in Tier 2 at the minute.
Oh, okay. Okay, if he's that quick, I suppose you need a Tier 1 seat, but...
Yeah. Absolutely, but he's what it is he's time trial times.
Yeah, the thing is, though, some people's time trials are really good, and then they... Oh, Avi with the 1:43.057 there. Taking provisional pole off of Johnny. Go on, Avi. Moylan's another outlap. Johnny is invalidated, so Johnny can't improve.
Alex just started his. Scotty's coming round the back straight now. We'll see what he can get up to. So 30 seconds left in the session as well.
Through the bus stop now.
Saloon.
What can Scotty do? This is always one and only lap time, and it is a 1:43.8, so that is 7th place there for Scotty. So he only gained 1 position. And then there's GGC, Moylan there coming through, McDutchface.
I can see another McLaren Masterclass.
McDutchface
is ahead.
I don't know if that's a problem for McDutch. No, that can't be a one. Oh, no, he's just set a lap. That's why 1:43.1 for McDutchface, decent lap.
5-0.
Erez he's in the pits. So Evans in the pits. So Evans not going out then. El Stefano coming on for his lap. GGC Moylan has started his lap
finished. Now. So, but he'll be doing a tow for Moylan. I think.
That's it. Yeah, here they come now through Eau Rouge for El Stefano and now Moylan. And now through Radion. The slipstream is the thing. Look at this.
He's a bit too far, I think, though.
Nah, he's going to close up now. This is where you get it. You get the extra burst. That was a bit early. That was maybe not the best toe, not the worst toe. Through Lecoombs now for Moylan as he comes down here. Through turn 9. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there. Down into turn 10. Let's see. We'll watch the sector times as well. I missed that one there, but not the best turn 10. But now through No Name. A little bit back end. He's Moylan's throwing it away. He's a 10th up. Okay. So he'll go now through Puhon for Moylan. Always comes around here. That looks a little bit tighter. That's a better corner. Yeah, he kept running out a little bit wide before. And here we go through turn 13 and now Campus. Around Campus now down into turn 15. Here he comes round there. Now down on the run into Staveley. 2/10 up. He's absolutely ruined it.
He was doing really well, but he went too far on
that. Yeah, 2/10 up now, and so Moylan, Alex, sorry, done a 1:43.5 to get himself up to 5th. Johnny, yeah, that's unfortunate.
So all of our predictions were wrong.
So Avi there taking the pole position. 2nd place Johnny Stokes, 3rd place McDutchface, 4th place DXT Bottle Job, 5th place Alex, 6th place Erez, 7th Scotty, 8th GGC, 9th El Stefano and 10th Evan. Evans had power issues, so watch out for his AI if he's not got back into lobby by race start. Okay, fair enough, mate.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Newcastle he's ruined the Sweaty. What is he doing?
Was it St. Maximum?
Oh my days.
Was it St. Maximum?
No, Murphy and someone else.
Oh.
I can't see that moment at maximum. Basically, there were 2-on-1 running through, and so he run through from his own half, through his own half now, still running, one player in front, and he's not even near the bloody penalty box yet, and he then sweats it. And he passed it back again, and by the time he's got it back, he's getting swapped by players.
Oh dear.
Stupid idiot. Absolutely ruined that. They should have kept on going, and then just forced the sweat. Oh.
Well, that could have come back to bite them.
Yeah, that was Newcastle, yeah. So it's only 1-0 still. They got a corner out of it, but still ruined it.
So there we have it. There's your top 10. Avi on the pole. 2nd place Johnny. 3rd place McDutchface. 4th place Moyland, 5th place Alex, 6th place Ares, 7th place Scotty, 8th place GGC, 9th place El Stefano, and 10th place Almighty Evan.
I'm all saying,
Hopefully Evan gets back in.
Any of them right, in the right order, but I got 2. I've got Avi, no, I got 3. Avi, Johnny, and Moyland, but that's the wrong order.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, I had Avi, Johnny, Moyland in there. And then I did say about like McDutch faces, like it's tough to call sometimes. Obviously, Evan obviously had his power issues. If I'd known he had power issues, probably wouldn't have betted on him. But still.
Yeah, same. Evan let us down there massively.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I mean, let's just make it all null and void because of Evan. I think that's the best way to look at it. You just ruined the whole experience for everyone.
Ruined it, man.
Cheers, Evan.
Why are you ruining it?
You're ruining it.
Ruining it.
You're ruining it.
Getting batteries.
Batteries. So here we have it, waiting for players.
Preggers, calm it down.
She getting Larry again.
Yeah, less of that lip, you. Yeah, sort you out, mate. You're the one that's moaning. Oh, here we go. Oh, how long you keep using that excuse for? I got a baby in mine. You can't help me. I do carry a baby. I've got you. If I die, she's the murderer. Looking to make up for Friday. Mate, tell me about it. Friday was a no-go for a lot of people. I'm looking forward to this one. Next one, we've got to see Canada. That'd be quite interesting. Hopefully, they've fixed Canada. Oh my god! He went for a long shot and then he went in. What was that? Goal kick. Come out to the left-hand side. Took a touch, hit a volley, and it only just gone wide. Callum Wilson nearly scored a screamer from just outside the penalty box. No, the halfway line. Oh, I just curled away. Anyway, let's have a look at tyres. I'm very distracted right now. Okay, so tyre choices. We know top 10, but we'll run through them again. So basically, top 5 all on mediums. That's Avi, Johnny, Dutch Face, Moyland, Alex, and Alex. Ares choosing softs. Scotty on the mediums. GGC and El Stefano on softs. And then from 10th to 15th, it's all on mediums. So that is Evan, Aljadifa, Woomax, Mr. Carl, Chubb, and Hadzojo. DXT Rob going for long haul, put on the hards, and Dara on the mediums in 17th. There you go. Oh, no, defend it, you little sods. You bloody Geordies. Yeah, now. Evo, you there?
Yeah, I'm just munching Rebels.
Munching Rebels. So there's pitch stop strategy there from the game. Soft to medium or medium hard. I mean, or medium to soft even. But obviously there is potential of rain coming. So to keep that in mind.
I think that's why Rob's gone for the hards.
Ah, Joe's just joined. He's just missed out. Joe, what time did you call this? Oh, Joe.
Jesus, Joe.
Guys.
It wasn't me, it was a spooky ghost.
One of the best episodes ever.
It is, yeah.
That is the most funniest episode. Have we tried turning back offline again? These batteries are dead.
So, here we have it. They're coming back onto the line now.
They'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. They'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Ooh. Nearly a goal there from Newcastle. Newcastle are secret Tottenham fans right now. Is he 1-on-1? Ooh, what a save. Go! 2-0! It's 2-0!
And on
go
that note...
Go on, you gooners!
Well, you said go on, you gooners. You mean go on, you Geordies.
Yeah, you Geordies.
So here we go now, on board with, we'll go with Johnny here. 4 lights, 5 lights, and... It's go, go, go!
Long lights.
Looks like quite, yeah, that was some long lights. That looks like quite a good start from Avi. Johnny looks like he's getting a little bit swallowed up. McDutchface could have the inside line going down into the source. He does have it, but Johnny's still on the outside. Who's going to get a better drive? I think Johnny did. Johnny did indeed.
Nice and clean for everyone
Moylan's
there. Line up from
looks pretty racy behind McDutchface, so now Johnny's going to have to slipstream all the way down here though. Oh, he's looking using his ERS, trying to get past Avi pretty much at the first chance possible.
5 minutes.
Oh, and Avi's got the pace on him there. Avi used some extra little bits of stuff? I think he did to stay in head, and now look how close this is. Right, it's finally giving me a good view now rather than just the back of Johnny's car. Oh no, Johnny's lost it!
Out. Johnny's
lost it!
2 cars with him. El Stefano's there, Chubb's there, Evans.
Oh, Johnny, was
Carl's
that
involved in that or just stopped because of it?
Oh no, was that a crash from Lacoombs? Was that the right-hander? So no, it wasn't. It was a corner after, wasn't it? Oh, Johnny,
sure.
Johnny.
Oh, that's not going to help his chances for
no, that's
the championship now.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, it was looking bleak anyway.
Well, it's not over yet, but still, a mischief coming through. Eyes set from Jake, watching the Arsenal game, I'm assuming. No safety car needed somehow, even though there's a 3-car pile-up, but you know.
Yeah, I know. So El Stefano now down to 15th. Chubb still in 14th. Rob's in 13th, up to 13th.
Move on Avi then, because he's looking at. Oh no, Rob's retired.
Rob,
Rob's
no!
out as well. He's lost it on that
Rob.
little crappy curb. Chubb's hit him again. Chubb's with Rob, and that is a VSC.
I'll tell you what. If Chubb didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck. He literally has had the worst luck in these races. In the last few races, I swear. I think last race actually not too bad, but before that, I mean, and a lot of it's from his qualifying though. He gets a poor qualifying, and then he. It's completely unfortunate. It just seems to be Chubb at the moment, the one getting caught up in all of this.
El Stefano and Chubb both diving into the pit. GGC's gone in there as well.
Yeah.
All looking for new wings, I'm assuming.
Rob went, oops. How didn't Chubb get killed then? This is what I'm saying, Rob, man. Like, people crash at like 10 miles an hour and their car disintegrates, and then people crash into people at like 120. And
Adeka really happy?
Yeah, but they are.
Yeah, we've got VSC has now ended. So look at it. Let's leave this race on the front right now as Avi leads the way. Dutch face in second. Having a little look. Or there's a possible little wiggle there. It's a yellow flag waving again. Who is that? It's Mr. Carl.
Oh, Mr. Carl. No special treat for you. You never get this. La 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 la. Oh, Dutch face has lost it. His back end proper came up, and now Moylan's on the outside. They're going through Pujon. And Moylan thinks better of it, but he might try and get a better drive out of it. Comes to the inside line, does go for the switchback.
Great drive.
McDutchface is still going to have the inside line going down into turn 13. Oh, and they're still side by side. Another inside line for Moylan through campus.
Moylan back off there.
Moylan did back off there. But that was some nice side wheel-to-wheel racing there.
They don't need this.
No, they don't. Avi's kind of going off into the distance a little bit. 1.4 seconds a gap now between Avi and McDutchface. And these guys fighting. Is this also keeping Alex in the game? Erez in the game?
This is long.
Dara hit Carl apparently.
One for the stewards, I'm assuming. Rob's left the session, unfortunately.
Max is still there. Al Jadifa, Hudsojo. Well, he might still be in the stream. You don't know.
Yeah, but he could have joined us, you know. Just saying.
Avi there with the 158. Oh, look at all these fastest laps going. Look at that. Al Jadifa 149.9. Go on.
Because he was the last one to be released, I'm assuming.
148 for a 9 from Dara.
Yeah. That will
so we'll be watching. We'll be watching Dara obviously try and cut through the pack. So here we go. So McDutchface now he's closing in a little bit on Avi. 1.1 seconds is the gap. More than 6/10 behind.
He's got DRS now. On,
yeah, DRS. That's going to help him to close up quite a bit. This is the only downside with McDutchface not having the DRS. I mean, unless he's got absolute pure pace over Avi, it's going to be hard for him to. Oh, Erez gets past Alex. Nicely done there from Erez. And now Alex has got Scotty, his teammate for company. Max as well. Al Jadifa. Hudsojo's, he's not far off either.
Yeah, Al Jadifa's still there as well.
Yeah, Al Jadifa and Hudsojo. Right, and there Dara is closing the gap to the back of Hudsojo. Carl
now between Erez
is in 11th. Yes.
Erez. Obviously, he's on them soft tyres, so he wants to make the most of them soft tyres. But right now, it doesn't look like he has pace over Alex.
He has only just about got past Alex, though, I suppose. So.
Yeah, he needs to push. You break that DRS.
I mean, we are talking about DXT Alien anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Lots of VRS to play with for Moylan. He's barely used any. Avi's using quite a bit to try and.
Well, you do gain a lot back on this track. You do gain a lot
that's
back.
true.
Obviously, with the benefit of Moylan getting DRS as well, it's going to help him out a lot on the attack.
Avi was trying to use his ERS to pull away from McDutchface, and McDutchface just matched it. They both just drained their ERS. But where's the line? That's there, and he's. Oh, was he
yeah,
just in it? I think he just got back in it, didn't he? I think he might have just got back in it there.
I don't know actually. No, he didn't. He didn't get it.
No, he didn't get it. So he was just out of it. He was just. He was 1,000th of a second out of getting it there.
There's another touch point here though, so he's this one.
He's close enough now. So this is going to help him out big time against Moyland.
Not what Moylan wanted really, because Moylan is having to drain his ERS just to stay in this.
Yeah, Moylan does have, still has more like McDutchface is draining it to catch up with Avi. Avi's draining it to stay in head. That is Al Jadifa. No. Oh, he's got no front wing there.
Lucky to have just a front wing though.
I know, yeah. Usually if you crash there, that's it. Lights out.
So Chubb's having a little battle with the AI of Evan.
With Evan round it, he's gone for those soft tyres, trying to gain some time back.
I was going to try and pit manoeuvre him then.
Yeah.
But that will sum up Chubb's day really. Get pitted by a.
Getting pit manoeuvred by an AI car. I think that would end his race. He'd be gone. So let's go back up here. They're all still so close. The bonus for Moylan is he'll get double DRS from this. That I would say would be the only kind of
staying this close to him as well. Like,
yeah.
This is even better for him.
No, they come through.
He can see through
Stavolo.
He can see mistakes from Dutchface. He can see mistakes from Avi. Like Avi will know exactly how far he's behind.
Oh, there's another one. That's El Stefano.
He's gone round. Only a spin though, so he's going to keep going again.
That'll be that right-hand curve probably. Look how close Moyland is now. I wonder if he's going to. You know, he's not going to be close to send it now. He's going to see it through here. They're coming through the bus stop. I reckon he kind of. I think McDutchface kind of covered it off a little bit. It wouldn't have been worth. Oh, Moyland's rear end getting a little bit out there. He's always showing off his arse, old Moyland.
Yeah, he loves giving a little bit of wiggle.
Got a little bit of a wiggle. So here we go now. The front three separated by 7/10 of a second.
Al Jadifa makes a move past, GT makes past Al Jadifa. Up into 11th. That
wasn't the cleanest Irujan Radion for McDutchface. And now Moylan's got a great run onto him. DRS wide open for both of them. And who's quicker? McDutchface looks quicker. Yeah, McDutchface. Oh, but Moyland. They're almost side by side going through the Coombs, and it's put Moyland off. So Moyland's just kind of given up that position. So, they're both pretty close on the ERS, but Avi's still hanging up. I mean, obviously you can regain quite a chunk, like you said. So they're all pretty healthy still, but Moyland is sitting prettier with 20% more. Erez there, gap still not being dropped. Erez, he's not gaining like I thought he might on the softs, but he's still there. I mean, the problem with this, if people stay in the DRS, it's hard to shake them unless they make a mistake really and lose it.
I gotta say, actually, going down the Kemmel Straight, Avi did a very clever technique. He actually slipstreamed Dutchface so he can help defend against Moyland.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he got too close, he just
Alex is off. Alex has lost it.
Is it a spin? Is it just a damage?
It's no damage. It's just a spin. But he lost it there, coming through campus onto the gravel, and that's put him down to 8th now.
What's that? GGC.
GGC's
gone round as well.
GGC, yeah, through at the end of No Name. Oh, it's like curbs, mate. It's just the curbs.
I've never seen no name loss.
I've seen it once or twice.
El Stefano making a move past the
mighty Evan. Cool, Evans. AI getting a bit feisty there.
Oh, Dutchface is.
He has. He's lost DRS there. I wonder if he's going to get it. Have he burned DRS? No, he hasn't. Moyland's on sitting very pretty at the moment.
He ain't going to get it.
No, but Dutchface, I don't think he's going to close enough, is he? The line's just before Irouge, isn't it?
Avi, I think.
Or is it just up top here?
Yeah, he did. Avi used a bit of overtake just to make sure he didn't get
That's it. And now Moyland's 3/10 close. So DRS is going to be wide open now. It's only going to be the slipstream this time for McDutchface, and I don't think he's going to be able to do much. He's going to the inside. Moyland gets the job done just before the entrance of the Coombs there.
I think if I was Avi,
and Dara's got Scotty down the inside, down the Kemmel Straight.
I think if I was Avi in that situation, I would have backed off and let Dutchface get the DRS back to help him defend.
Well, these two are still fighting though. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but you also don't want to lose out too much, because if he backed off too much,
who would want behind you? The season champion, potential season champion, or Dutchface?
Moyland is micro penis.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have I'd rather have Dutchface behind me than Moyland.
It's a tough one. I wouldn't want either of them behind me, to be fair.
Nah, not particularly. But if you're going to choose out of two of them, you would have Moreland.
Yeah, for the sake of keeping first position, you'd want McDutch face there, I guess. But if these two can still fight, then I mean, it depends on Moylan's true pace. Like, Moylan is kind of pulling away a little bit from McDutch face, but it's going to be in the same terms. When it comes to DRS, McDutch face is going to close up to the back of Moylan again, and it's just whether
same gap as well between Erez than Moylan has.
Yeah.
It's going to be close between these guys as well, so we'll keep an eye on Moylan for the time being, and we'll jump down to Dara. You can see him in the distance there, coming around the bus stop.
That's it. So let's see what's going to happen here.
It's really close there. Really good at turn one he's got there, Moylan. Gains a lot of time through there. Abbey not seeming very comfortable coming out of turn one.
So Moylan's still pretty held.
He's twitched! How did he twitch up Eau Rouge and still keep it on track?
So here we go now, Moylan getting a slipstream, DRS wide open. But Dutch face is just watching what's happening here, doesn't get anything. Avi's got the inside line but can't obviously hold it, and now Moylan takes the lead, and Dara has managed to get Erez as well down there. Kemmel Straight. Yeah. So with Dutch face now chasing down Avi again. Must be getting sick of looking at the Aston Martin. Oh, Sojo, where's that? Oh, that's up Radion Rouge.
Full safety car.
Radion. Ooh.
That is the perfect timing for Moylan, really, just as he gets the lead.
It's also good for Erez on those soft tyres.
Yeah, and it's good for Dara, brings it back into play as well.
Yeah, it closes up the gap. It's actually bad for Moylan.
Actually, yeah, considering, because you're bringing Dara back into this.
It's bad for Moylan. It brings everyone kind of close, a bit of a reset. But on these medium tyres, what do you do? Do you go for the hards now? Do you stay out?
No.
Like,
it's a risk, isn't it? The thing is, it's perfect time for softs to pit. It is not good time for mediums to pit. It all depends. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't know.
This is always an issue with an early safety car.
I think potential to stay out maybe for the mediums. But it's a free pit stop. Do you just put on a fresh set of mediums maybe because you've got knowing there's rain coming and take the risk on that?
Well, let's look at the tyres.
Let's look at Moylan. Let's have a look what Moylan does. So I reckon if Moylan will probably come in for a set of mediums, possibly a set of hards.
No, he's staying out.
So Moylan is staying out. Avi's staying out. Dutch face is staying out. Dara.
He's staying out.
About it, but he stayed out.
Erez coming in. Yeah, that's right for Erez.
Good call there for Erez.
Scotty's in
as well.
Rumax is in.
Yeah, Rumax.
What's Alex going to do? Staying out. What's Carl going to do?
Who? What's his name? Jake Daniels. Anyone know who Jake Daniels is? Who does he play for? Jake Daniels.
That's the Blackpool man, right?
Oh, he's come out as gay.
Yeah, the Blackpool player. Saw that mode.
Yeah.
Newsfeed.
Blackpool.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't say he's a pro player, but yeah, Blackpool.
Well, they were in the Prem a few years back.
Yeah, a few years back. He wasn't in the Prem though with him.
No, he was like 12 then.
Yeah, so Rumax has pitted in for soft, so has Scotty. Everyone else, Erez went for mediums, obviously he would.
Chubb's in.
Surprised to that, I think I would have went for
Just helps Chubb as well.
If I was going to pit, I would have put over hards. What Chubb come in for?
Set of softs. No, set of mediums, sorry.
Oh, 2 lap old mediums.
I
think that's the right call.
I think the thing is, they think there's going to be rain later on in the race, right? So, you come in for softs now, you get probably 2 laps under the safety car. You can kind of ease them in, not get too much wear, get probably another 6 good laps out of them, then it could rain, and then you got to pit anyway. So the softs are a good shout here. The mediums staying out, again, perfectly fine shout. They're going to go majority of the distance. It's just when that rain comes, that's going to be the integral part of this whole race, if it comes.
Yeah, definitely. And when it's at its Spa, it's a long track. It rains heavy here, so it will be literally within 2 laps when the rain will just actually affect.
It's a weird thing. You'll be going through sector 1, you're thinking, oh, it's all right, and then you get to the sector 3, you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, literally, that's what it was in the other day. That's literally what it was.
That's literally what happens right there. The different sectors can be completely different too. Like the first sector, can be like bone dry. The second sector a little bit damp, and the third sector absolutely wet as anything, or vice versa. The first sector can be really wet and it dries out. Like it's such an odd track, especially with all the elevation. There's big elevation changes too.
In F1 news, Vettel's confirmed our worst fears.
What?
He's retiring after this year.
Is he?
Yeah. That's a big shame. from someone that I used to hate.
I used to hate
I-
Vettel, and I actually really like him now. Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
think-
not good enough.
I think the problem is like he's not got a car now to win a championship. Aston Martin aren't really that good this season either. What's he really? Did he go join Aston Martin last season? It was last season, wasn't it?
Nah, it's a few years. He's been with them a few years now.
Nah, this is his second year, isn't it? Him and Aston Martin.
Second or third?
Second, I think, isn't it? I think it's his second. But I mean, you know,
Oh, Dara's pitted. Inters. The Dara does this. He makes these bold calls. So he's gone in for a set of inters. He either going to go two ways, really well or really bad. He's done these calls before where it's come out really well. He's done them before where it's come out really bad.
it needs to start raining like now though.
Yeah, it does look like it's grey, but I can't see rain coming.
Well, if you're looking at the gap, if he's coming in, he's going to slow burn up to the back of him. He's not even that far behind though. He's on the back of them already.
Yeah, right,
He's gonna. I think he's gonna overheat them. He's gonna have to take it so easy. It's bold and it could pay off. I mean, all it means is that it needs to start raining, and then they all need to come in for pits. But that's a tough one.
I don't know. There's still a lot of blue in that sky. There's patches of blue. Still.
I think it's too early. Yeah, unless it was a mistake.
No, there's no way you put on into a mistake.
No, that's a bit too far. I could understand if it was a different, like,
Hard
soft compound.
Yeah. I don't know, Dara. I can't agree with you on that one. But at the moment, they're waiting for Evans. This safety car could, in theory, come in this lap.
It could come in his lap. In which case, we're about to see Dara go to the back. Or crash.
Back.
Yeah, but he was up in 5th, man. Or was it 4th? It was 4th, wasn't it?
He was 4th.
I think he's just thrown this away.
Yeah, there's no sign of rain.
Because he's gonna be outside a pit stop window by the time they come into pits for wets.
Well,
he might come back in here. He's coming in this lap.
In this lap, so it's not a good call from Dara.
Yeah, no, that's a.
So if Moylan's clever, he wants to get started ASAP, really.
And Moylan's actually got a bit of a gap, actually, but he's also got to let the safety car go, so they're all going to close up. But Avi was sitting quite far back at that moment.
Yeah, I think Moylan would want to get it started quickly.
I think when he starts seeing the safety car come up to the getting around the first bit of the bus stop, he'll be okay to go. But you also don't want to give too much people a chance to slip you all the way down. So the safety car's just coming up to the bus stop's okay. Final. I wish you could go on board with the old. Moylan's gone.
No, it's not.
Moylan's gone and he's caught Avi out. Look at that, and McDutchface is all over the back of Avi. Avi's using the ERS to compensate.
It just started.
It is coming. It has just started. Ooh, Dara could have played a blinder.
But it can affect it very quickly. So
it can round Spa.
A blinder from Dara.
We were writing him off, and then it started raining. It depends. It depends. A 2-second gap over Avi already for Moylan. What a restart. What a restart there.
What's the gap between him and what's his face? Dara. 11 seconds.
Yeah.
The gap is obviously increasing because it's still dry.
That's got to be scary through Rouge and Radeon for Dara on those inters though. But now he's just got a straight here, so he can kind of just slipstream Evan.
Let's have a look with Dara. I can see. I don't know. It's still not coming down fast enough.
It's not wet enough yet.
Barely hitting the camera.
Yeah, it's not quite wet enough yet. But this track does get wet really, really quickly. So even though he's going to be off the pace, he might. He might be okay. As long as he doesn't
time to think to Moylan, but he's lost. That's now 14 seconds the gap.
Yeah.
So he's already nearly out of the pit stop window. I don't know. I think it's too early. I think it was a far too early call.
I mean, if the safety car came in this lap, it would be a different story. I think he wouldn't lose as much time. But this extra lap that they've got, I mean, Moylan's pulling away out front now. Avi and McDutchface still going at it. 2/10 of a second between Avi and McDutchface. Is McDutchface going to try and go for a full send down into the bus stop chicane? I think he's a bit too far behind.
He gets Carl as well. Them soft tyres wants to make most of them really.
So Alex there behind McDutchface. Ares is there on those mediums. The people on the softs, this is where it's going to play into their hands actually, these soft tyres. They're going to be better in these slightly colder conditions. So they definitely need to make the most of them. There's Carl sitting pretty in 8th at the moment. GGC 6/10 behind him. Chubb 4/10 back. This has helped Chubb out. This safety car has saved Chubb's race a little bit.
Yeah, he's back in the fight, back in the points as well.
Dara now waiting for these inters to kick in. The cut-off point's still not quite there yet. McDutchface picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's big actually. Considering how close these guys are, that's a massive penalty.
Of GGC making a move on Carl as they cut onto the Camel straight now. But Carl's used a bit of overtake there. He's got a lot to use actually because GGC's actually depleted his.
He has. GGC's got like nothing left. I've got nothing left.
Great defence from Carl.
And Chubb's there waiting for these two.
3.2 is 20 seconds.
20 seconds, or
I'm saying it's already out of the.
It depends how quickly they pit, because if it gets too wet, they'll lose a lot of time, and Dara will gain time. It's just at the point, like Moylan needs to time it perfectly, whereas he doesn't lose time, and when he switches to inters, it's the right time.
Alchiva making a move on El Stefano. Great move there for Interpol.
Oh, McDutchface gets a bit of a wiggle on, ends up going on the grass a little bit. Uses a little bit of time, not too much, couple tenths of a second there. Alex just waiting for these two to mess up.
Is it time?
Well, let's go on board with Moylan and look back. There's not any spray yet, but it's definitely wetter. Moylan's still staying out. There's still there's no spray there. No spray there. DRS enabled. Okay.
It's enabled now, so
it's still dry enough.
Al Jadifa gaining a place on Mr. Carl there. Mr. Carl
26 seconds is the gap between Dara and Moylan. So that's about a pit stop. But again, it don't take much. Moylan's have to let off through Rouge and Radion. Still no spray, but the track is definitely wetter. But still no spray. 27.8. Yeah, he's using still quite a lot of time.
As well.
It could be about the Atahana. I reckon there's a lap or two left.
McDutchface and Avi swap places.
And Alex is right on the back of Avi now.
It is definitely wet enough now, I think. It's definitely there.
I'm still watching this gap. The gap is 28.6 between Moylan and Dara. That's the key one. But the important thing is how worn are Dara's winters now. 2 laps. I mean, they've not been. It's not been super obviously dry conditions. But we're gonna have to watch that gap. As soon as that gap kind of stabilises, we know it's time for inters. It's still
right now.
He's still losing right now. Yeah.
The gap right now between Dara and Moylan, 29.5 seconds, 29.7 seconds, 29.8 seconds. So there you go. It just tells you how much that Moylan is gaining right now.
Yeah. But if you take the 4 seconds. Like you're looking at, he was just behind McDutchface, right? So that's kind of where he might be aiming to go for. And if there's one lap where Moylan loses quite a bit of time because it's just gone too wet, that's where Dara could gain a good chunk of time. But we're going to have to just play by it. Al Jadifa gets GGC, Flou Blanchimont. Oh, 0% ERS there for GGC and his engine just bogs down. So Moylan's still out, McDutchface is out, Avi's still out. Yeah, no one's pitting in yet. Chubb's up to 8th position.
GGC does enough.
GGC is in. Well, he's got no ERS, so he can't really fight anymore either, so it's probably a smart play.
I'm checking in case it is for a wing or something. But I am assuming it's inters, and it is inters.
32.4 the gap. So it's 28 to McDutchface. So he's looking, he wants to be gaining time over McDutchface. Scotty gets past Womax down the Kemmel straight, and now there should be.
Abby defends it well.
Still no spray yet.
Alex, look at that! Alex.
Gets a beautiful drive there. Oh, they're side by side going around turn 10.
A lot of room left.
Look
for Alex
at
there.
that.
That was good defending.
Yeah, that was nice. Oh, And then Alex kind of gave up and then got a little bit slippery on the exit as they come through No Name. And now they're on a run down to Puon. You've got Avi, Alex and Erez there. Aston Martin sandwich for Alex.
Going a bit wide there as well on Puyong. Don't want to get too far wide.
Scotty's kind of waiting in the wings on those soft tyres as well. Should have a little bit of extra pace.
Aston
I'm looking
Martin.
for some spray.
Aston Martin, Red Bull. Aston Martin, Red
yeah.
Bull. So this is ridiculous. This is a triple decker sandwich right now. 2 fillings.
Double stuffed Oreos going at it right now.
We'll jump on Moylan. Is Moylan decided to come in or not? Is it wet enough for Moylan?
It's coming through turn 18.
There's still no spray, like you said. But the
it's weird.
It's getting wet.
It looks like there's some standing water, but there's like no spray still, and Moylan's still staying out. Yeah, there's still no. Like the track looks wet, but there's no spray. Oh, a bit of wheel spin there.
Erez up into 4th, made a move.
Look at that! Oh, and Alex decides to Alex decides sack that. He's just going to come into the pits. So GGC picking up a 3-second time penalty.
Like, it's 12 lap old mediums where Scotty's on these fresh softs. He wants to
look
make
at
the most of them.
What I don't get is look how wet the track is. Is it going to spray now?
It's still nothing.
It's either really bad graphics from the Formula 1 game, but there should be some spray. Look at the track.
I'm checking Dara. Maybe it's a thing that only the Inters give off spray, but no, Dara's got no spray either.
Yeah, no spray. So the gap to leader, 34 seconds, I think it was.
El Stefano in as well.
So 34. So he's lost a little bit of time still, but you take 5 seconds off of that, and he's only lost about a second to McDutchface. So he's gaining a little bit now.
Yeah, Moylan is being more careful now.
Yeah, Dara is starting to claw back that time now. So I'll tell you what, if Moylan doesn't pit in the next... Well, Moylan's actually okay. Moylan's got a bit of time. McDutchface, though...
Erez. Yeah, they're going wide at every corner now. That was a great move there from Scotty to take full place.
Still no spray, though, which is odd. Oh, stay off those curbs. Scotty! Oh, no, that's where I was going to happen. Oh, my God. That's it. Really?
How did he drive away from that?
Well, that has to be some rear wing damage. As soon as he touched that curb, I was like, no. No, no, no. And then he lost it. He came back on and then lost it. So he's down to 8th position.
The gap between Dara, yeah, it's just gone down 2 seconds.
The gap's now 33 seconds, 32.9 between Moylan and Dara. Moylan's still got a bit of time, but obviously you don't want to call it too late. What's he doing now? Is he coming in? He barely stopped for that bus stop. He went, oh, he's hit his wing! He's broken his wing on the way into the pits. Oh no, that's gonna make a really long stop for Moylan, and that could cost him the lead of the Grand Prix. Oh, hello.
Sneezed.
Okay, did you see Moylan hit his wing?
No, I didn't.
He broke his wing going into the pits. He's got to change his wing now. McDutchface is in. This could actually be the time. Dara could. Where is he coming through now? He's just coming up to the bus stop chicane. Moylan's going to lose some places here. Has he had enough? I don't think it's going to be enough. Everyone's starting to come out the pits. He's going to be pretty much a full chat though, but he definitely would have gained quite a bit. I'll tell you what, if he'd... Oh, where is it going to be? There's Rumax. Oh, you've been kept at the game?
Yeah.
Oh.
At the game.
God, mate. Things you do. The things you do. Sorry. Is that what it said? Yes, as far as I'm aware. Right, there you go. So Dara now attacking Wumax up the round the outside down the Kemble Straight. So Dara's up to 6, but he's on older intermediates than the rest of them. Erez is still out there on those medium tyres. Probably didn't want to double stack behind Avi, but that could cost him. He's got... Where's he going to come out? He's going to come out behind like Scotty maybe. Yeah, he's losing time rapidly, Erez. Oh, and he's still got so much to do. Just coming through campus now. He's losing like... Every time I just watch it, it's just ticking down. Sector 2 there. That looks like, is that a GGC? Yeah, GGC's in the grass. He's lost it going through No Name.
They've all come in for Inters now, I'm guessing.
Any person that hasn't is Erez. Everyone else is on there. Moylan's now in second. But he's right behind McDutchface after that wing change. So he's lucky he had that gap, really.
Yeah, that gap was good for him.
Yeah. That 5 seconds kind of made up for the wing change in a sense. So now he's
Midara
attacking with Dutch face.
Midara lost out massively there.
Well, he's sick. I mean, if it's tough because he's in 5.5 hold inters now. They'll be nicely warmed up, but it's not really doesn't really matter. Oh, Moylan's struggling on the power there.
Is DRS enabled yet?
It's still enabled, I think. I haven't seen it been disabled unless I've missed it. So Erez. How is Erez still not? He stayed out again. What's Erez doing? He's lost like 10 seconds in a lap. What is this all about? Erez is throwing. Erez is throwing massively, and McDutch face up the inside alongside Moyland here.
God's sake.
As they both go through Lacoombs and overtake Erez. Okay, I'll invite you again, but if I miss an overtake. There we go. So we've got Avi on Erez now. So Erez, I wonder if Erez just stayed out to try and hold him up for Avi a little bit. No, he's just letting him go. Oh. Or maybe he's trying to defend but just can't. Dara up to 5th now. Trying to chase down Avi. 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings for Scotty. So Erez, I think we'll get off the tyres now. Moyland and McDutch face still very, very close. 2/10 is separating them so far. Moyland's got the slipstream through Blanchimont. Here we go, around turn 18. And look at Moyland, he's got a great run coming up to the bus stop. Moving to the outside, and McDutch face is coming off the inside, but I don't think Moyland's just going to take the normal racing line here. Try and get a better drive through the bus stop. McDutch face was a little bit tighter, but gets a good drive. Moyland's struggling for the traction out of that corner, and the rear end's always all over the place coming out of the bus stop there. So I think he's going to have to look at somewhere else to try and get that move done. He may be into the bus stop because he's lacking a little bit of traction on the exit of the corners or the on-power traction. So through Eau Rouge and Radion there for these two. Alex is still there, only 1.5 seconds back. Avi's another 1.5 back. Dara is actually really close down to the back of Avi after being a few seconds down. So Dara's found some pace, but he's rinsing his ERS to get there. Chubb picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Moylan's managed to get McDutch face down the Kemmel Straight. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. My bad. So here we go now. Moylan gets the job done coming down the Kemmel into the Coombs. And now can he hold off McDutch face? McDutch face isn't running a little bit wide there through turn 10. Now they come through No Name. McDutch face had a couple of untidy corners there, and it has dropped him over half a second back, and Alex has got up about 4/10 on him. So Alex on the prowl there for 2nd place. Dara's still on the back of Avi. All sets of tyres are going to go to the end, even though Dara's are a little bit older. The intermediates are pretty durable, especially in these conditions. Got Al Jadifa on the back of Woomax. Chubb's up to 6th, so decent recovery so far from Chubb, 6th position. The safety car did help him out tremendously, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Now Stefano just outside the top 10. I don't think so. Scotty's alright on the back of Erez. Erez still on those mediums. Erez is just letting him go now. What is Erez doing? Oh, Erez almost loses it. Erez, come into the pits, man. Maybe he thought, I don't know. He was out in the lead by 10 seconds. He could have just pitted in, and he would have been better off. It is still broadcasting, isn't it? It is good. Oh, actually, I can just watch my stream for that. So here we go. Hobo, you there? Nope. Hobo's internet has pooed the bed. So that guy Alex has managed to get. Oh wait, McDutch face. Whoa, that's happened to McDutch face. He's all the way down in 5th now. He's definitely had a little spin, hasn't he? He's miles behind. He's definitely had a little bit of a spin. So Alex now 3.4 behind Moyland. Avi's now closing to the back of closing even closer to the back of Alex, and Dara is there in the hunt as well. So decent drive here from Dara. Going to those inters. It did go a little bit early. He might have been better staying off, but it's still working out for him. He's now back up into 4th position and very close behind Avi, who's following Alex. Moylan's running away with it at the moment, especially after McDutch faces little moment. Rimax 8/10 behind Al Jadifa. So there we go. Dara so close to the back of Avi. Is he going to try and make it? Oh, a little bit of a twitch going on there for Dara as they're on the rundown now, coming through Blanchimont. I don't think anyone's going to be close enough. That little twitch from Dara has actually put him a bit too far back to have a little go into the bus stop. Oh, I say that, he sent it. Oh, right. Really late on the brakes there from Dara. I mean, still slowed it down though, so definitely has a lot more confidence on the brakes at the moment than Avi had, but Avi was very aware then, so well played to Avi. Just had his wing mirrors lighting up blue. So here we go now, on the run down to Eau Rouge and Radion, as GGC gets past Erez. Erez still hasn't pitted. Is he gonna come in at the end of this lap maybe? We'll have to wait and see. It's almost too late for Erez now.
Sorry, Nanny Hobo called me to ask how happy he was about the football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's coming now.
Yeah.
There?
I don't know. He had like a 10-second gap where he could have come in and he would have been further down, but he wouldn't have been this far down. And he might have been able to get some places back, and now he's kind of thrown away some points.
Cool. Dutch face spin on the exit of a bus stop.
Oh, was that where it was?
Yeah, bus stop. I heard you say, oh, it's fun. That was the exit bus stop.
Well, yeah, because it went all really, really quiet, and then I was just wondering, am I still streaming? Like, where are you? So I went to check that and then missed it.
Yeah, that Nanny Hobo messaged me to see how happy she was at Newcastle.
Yeah, it's good.
Called me even.
Yeah, screw Arsenal. Bit of an untidy lap there from Dara, and he's lost a couple of tenths of a second to Avi. Avi's still right on the back of Alex. Gap now between Alex and Moylan, 4.7 seconds. Moylan does have a 3-second penalty though. And who's that going slow?
Oh, well, is
that Evan?
Evan's in the way now.
Oh, this could be interesting. Alex using some just burning the ERS around the outside there.
Oh,
luckily the AO car. DRS is enabled. It's got dry enough again.
So that's why Evan was slowing down then. That's why Erez was slowing down. Erez was trying to go for.
That's why he was trying to wait.
Too early.
Oh, one more lap, but he's. Oh, look at Dara, full send trying to get two people, and and Alex is coming in.
Yeah, Moylan's coming, Alex is coming, Avi and Dara.
They stay out.
Topping places. Avi had to give that place back to Dara then.
Must have. Dara's really confident on the braking going into the bus stop. Like he brakes probably about 50 yards deeper or closer to the corner. So this is interesting.
Tires, the graining on Dara's tyres.
Well, yeah, obviously Dara's tyres. How many laps have they done now? Oh,
yeah,
they have done 10 laps. He's done 10 laps so far, so this will be his 11th lap. Avi's done 4, but obviously the time advantage.
Got slicks.
Yeah, see, it might not be too bad for Dara. I mean, Moyland is 9.8 seconds behind. The problem that Moyland has is he has a 3-second penalty.
Yeah.
So he needs to gap them.
These guys as well.
At the moment, he is. Yeah, there might not be enough laps left.
Up very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it could just go really quick, and he only needs one kind of relatively dry lap.
Oh, that's a fantastic sector there. Look, he's already gained back that second he lost. So this track is actually drying. First time he goes.
That's ridiculous, actually. He's gaining. Yeah, he's gained 2 seconds already.
Yeah, Dara and Avi are fighting it out as well. So these tyres are definitely overheating as they go really wide there. The rain's basically gone altogether now.
The track's almost dry. Oh, that's got to be a wing. These two on these intermediate. The thing is, these two couldn't really pick because Alex decided to pull it in, and he was on the outside there. But these two were still fighting around the bus stop. So I don't. Dara could have gone, but Avi couldn't really because he would have had to like almost punt Dara off to get in there.
Yeah. Look at the gap as well. Moylan's now
3.1 behind. So that's great strategy call from Moylan there.
Quickly.
I mean, these two guys. It's brutal for Erez. One more lap and he would have been alright.
Switch, and he held it as well. Yeah, it's a shame for Erez, really. Abby's come in. So Dara's staying out. Dara's thought, you know what, sack this off. Might as well
He's
stay
just
out.
gonna, yeah, just try and see.
Chubb's getting
I mean,
attacked by Alex. Will he come in though? He's locked up there.
he's got.
And
No, he's staying out.
No, he stayed out.
He's staying out. And
One
McDutch
more
face.
lap.
Did McDutch face pit? McDutch face has pitted. So you've got McDutch face there on the softs.
Max is in.
So McDutch face could probably get Chubb. You got Alex and Moyland. Moyland is now half a second behind Dara, and he's probably going to get him down this straight because he needs to get past him and he wants to gap him. Dara's going off to cover it off. Well, yeah, that was definitely a let go. Dara needs to just try and play it cool now. I mean, the gap's 9 seconds. We've seen how much you can close in on a lap though, but a slightly worn set of inters. I mean, he's got. I mean, McDutch face now right on the back of Chubb, but he's going to have to follow him through Lacoombs. And then he's just going to have to try and send it, but Chubb's going to still defend, and it's... Oh, look at the drive. McDutch face just gets the drive going down into turn 10, and there's nothing Chubb can do about it. Chubb's just going to hang on. He's got 10 seconds over Avi, and Chubb's gone wide there, but I don't know...
Dara's got no chance now.
I definitely... Yeah, I don't really know.
So much time for these corners. Look, so...
yeah.
Oh, Alex gets the penalty there, though.
Oh, okay, that could help out McDutch face.
Yeah. Then help out Dara as well, because
yeah, Dara can barely... Yeah, you can barely drive, look. Can barely get it around here. The track's dried up so much, it's unbelievable in like a lap.
Yeah,
you can see the racing line and everything.
Yeah, it's like it never rained.
Yeah, that is mental.
That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous change of.
So 11 seconds now the gap between Moylan and Alex. Both have penalties, so that's irrelevant. Oh, sorry, McDutch face there right behind Dara now. I wonder if Dara's going to pit in for like a one lap dash.
Waller gets fast lap as well.
I don't know if it's. Oh, is it worth it?
Duffy to take like invasive action there against Dara.
I think Dara needs to stay out still.
Yeah, Dara's got to stay out now. There's no point.
He's coming in. No, he's not. He just had the back ender. Yeah, just had a bit of a tank slapper going. Because he's still got Chubb behind him coming through the back.
Dara will still score points.
Dara will still score points. And it's a case of, I mean, look how much time Chubb lost just to Avi. Look at that, about 2.5 seconds or something. That was 2 seconds through the bus stop alone. Down into the source now. Avi just goes. He knows he's got the beating of him. And look at Al Jadifa. Go on, Al Jadifa, up into 6th position. And Chubb's just hanging on. He was having a really good race, but staying out has cost him all the good work he's done. He's got Scotty right behind him. I can see Scotty getting him through the Coombs. Oh, is that Erez? It's Erez. He's round. Erez's race, it was going really well to just being a stinker. That's unfortunate for Erez.
Retirement on track.
I think the thing is, I think he had to pit, didn't he? Because he started on those mediums. No, he didn't. He started on softs, didn't he?
Yeah, he started soft,
he didn't have to pit, but then it was wet still, and he was on old mediums. Scotty's managed to get Chubb there, and Dara is obviously slipping down again. So Scotty's now got Dara. So Dara's 7th.
Yeah, I mean, Dara's in the
Chubb's 8th.
actually now.
Yeah, well, his tyres are 12. Yeah, 12 laps old. Over double the age of Chubb's. Chubb's up the inside of Puhon.
He's got a puncher. He's got a
Dara's.
puncher.
There you go. Well, 12 laps on intermediates.
In the dry.
Yeah, and then going. What would you do? 4 laps in the dry, and then another like 2 or 3.
Yeah, so Moylan won the race.
Yeah, Moylan won the race. Well. Fastest lap. We've got Alex now coming around the bus stop to collect 2nd position here. There he comes. Well done. What a return for Alex there.
Yeah, great.
First race back in a while, and then gets a 2nd place. McDutch face coming home in 3rd. Avi in 4th, and Al Jadifa in 5th. Wait, what's the penalties though? The penalties could change this a little bit. I don't know who's got more, Al Jadifa or Scotty. We're about to find out. Here comes Scotty now to cross the line. Does a little swerve though, doesn't pip him. It was the same sort of thing. And Womax, now 7th place for Womax. Good race for Womax. And Chubb is just about making it to the line there. 8th position for Chubb, but loses out to El Stefano. El Stefano up to 8th because of the penalty. And here comes Dara in 10th with his...
There you go.
There we go. So 10th still gets a point. Well, he's a reserve, so he doesn't know anything. GGC there, coming across the line. Wow.
Oh, Carl retired. Did Carl crash?
Oh, Carl.
Did Carl crash before the line? I missed that. Dara driver of the day. On points and places gained, yes. On these actual race, no. Made some really wrong calls there.
I think my driver of the day is going to be Al Jadifa.
I completely agree.
Because kind of quiet, was still kind of there and thereabouts. And then by the end of it, he made the right strategy calls and ended up coming home in 5th. Like, you can't really ask for much of a much better race, rather than obviously trying to get higher. But
Yeah.
considering, you know, he was quite far down at one point of the race to come back there. I mean, it was going to be Chubb at one point, because Chubb had a really good after that safety car, had a really good race, was up there, and just staying on those inters ended up killing them a little bit. That finishing gap is so deceiving. It is Moylan, but I mean, it comes down to perfect strategy and other people messing up, really. So there we have it, winning the Grand Prix and stretching his lead in the championship, has his little finger on the trophy, is DXT Moylan there. Second place, first race back in about 6 races or something, is Alex.
Yeah.
Third place, McDutch Face, after that spin, getting that third's a good result. Fourth place for Avi. Fifth place, great from Al Jadifa there. Started 11th, finished 4th. Great race there, great strategy calls. 6th place Scotty, 7th place Wumax, 8th place El Stefano, 9th place Chubb, 10th place Dara, 11th GGC, 12th Mr. Carl, 13th Almighty Evan, 14th Erez who DNF'd, 15th Hud Sojo, 16th was Rob, I think.
Yeah, Rob, and then Johnny Stokes.
And then Johnny, who obviously lost it on literally turn 4.
Obviously,
Wow,
yeah,
turn
big shame.
Turn 9 actually, but yeah, it was unfortunate for Johnny, and obviously with Moyland, did he get fast? He did get fast up at the end as well, didn't he? So 26 points, and obviously with Johnny getting none, that's just a pure 26 points gap there.
Yeah,
gain. So
gain. My maths, got to do maths quickly. 142.
How many was he in ahead of him?
116.
Yeah, cool.
Quick maths. I think that's right.
Wait, so you said I'm sorry, how far in it? 116.
Yeah.
And he got 26, so yeah, 142 points clear. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much, unless he doesn't finish every single race and Johnny wins every single race, he is the champion. So, it's going to be hard for Moylan to lose that, I think. He's really consistent and always up there. Yep. Well done, Alex, mate. Great comeback race there. Second position. Good strategy calls. Good race pace. And yeah, so driver of the day, Al Jadifa. Great race, mate. Started 11th. Was kind of just sitting there or thereabouts the whole race. Made some good strategy calls. Stayed out of trouble. Comes home in 5th. So great chunk of points from Al Jadifa. And great race from him there. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. The next race... let me check quick. Where the hell's Discord gone?
Mexico.
Is it Mexico?
Mexico.
Man, I keep missing Mexico.
Oh yeah, so yeah. So thank you, Alex, Fun Path, for everyone here for your time and effort you've spent commentating with me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine, mate. Really enjoy it. Do love commentating, and I'll try and get back as much as I can when I have the opportunity to make sure I'm here. And then, yeah, I mean, I'll still see most people racing. Obviously, got the Gran Turismo League going. Might try and reserve on the odd Friday here and there as well.
Also, yeah, racing as well. Maybe race on Friday.
Yeah, so there we go.
Full-time racing Friday.
yeah. Well, we'll see.
Have you reacted for this week to be a reserve?
I didn't yet, no. I did actually look at the thing, though. I did it, so I wanted to see what track it was. And I saw it was Canada. I was like, oh, that's not a bad one. Because if it was a stinker, I'm busy. But yeah, so I might react as a reserve and see. I'll have to see what's going on Friday first. So and then go from there, really. I'll try and find out like Thursday and stuff. So yeah, so Mexico for next week, and it will be Hobo and somebody.
Person to be named later.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Mrs. Carl. Appreciate it. So, well, that is race over. Make sure you catch Hobo next week.
Yeah.
Anyone fancy playing clubs?
Let's go.
I'll catch you all later. Thank you very much. I've been your host DXT Nevo, and obviously my co-host DXT Hobo. Yeah, goodbye everybody.
See you next. I'll see you guys next.
Bye, Felicia.